the cost of discipleship, which is true. There is a cost to following Jesus, and that cost is high. But never forget that a high cost necessitates a higher reward. We cannot beat God giving. What you give, He is always going to max you in return. Every demand that He requires is merely a code to not end our happiness, but to extend our happiness. I think of Deuteronomy chapter 5, when the people of God received the law of God. God says, listen, I am the Lord. I am the mighty God that delivered you from slavery. Respect my name. Don't look to other gods because they're not real. Pretty reasonable. Stop talking to wood stuff. Rest and really rest. Don't get slick and then start putting your servants and animals to work while you take time off and do nothing. Rest. What would a society be like that considered each other to the point where we were encouraged to take care of each other so that we could breathe? Honor your parents. I will give you long lives if you do it. You like living? A society where the older folks are not seen as an inconvenience and another thing come out of my check, but a champion. We champion them. We appreciate them. Do not murder. Do not steal. Do not lie on each other. Do not look at your neighbor's wife and imagine yourself with her. What kind of trust, what kind of creativity, what kind of, here's our word, flourishing would come from that? So it only makes sense that in verse 29, the writer says, quoting God, "Oh, that their hearts would be inclined to fear me and keep all my commandments always, so that it might go well with them and their children forever." Jesus in this passage is not taking love away from our families. He is placing love closer to our families by getting our idolatry out the way. The goal is for God's love to flow into our homes. Life is too short and God is too good to live another way. Jesus is calling you to love Him more than your family as an effort to protect your family from idolatrous love. Jesus here is actually saying we become the better workers, we become the better fathers, we become the better mothers, the better parents, the better children as we become better disciples. I'll end with these last words from C.S. Lewis. He says, when I have learned to love God better, when I'm prioritizing what He prioritizes, when I give myself to His word and way, when I have learned to love God better than my earthly dearest, I shall love my earthly dearest better than I do now. When first things are put first, second things are not suppressed, but increased.